Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You're having these meetings and I'm at work, which is hard for me to do.
Um, well, the thing is I get up really, really early, and the mornings is all I have in between
Right.
my commitments.
Right.
And we're all on most of the people that are on my friends list are all entrepreneurs that are flexible in their time. It's just what they choose to be involved in. But are you at work this morning? Are you able to take a little bit of time?
Yeah, I am. I'm at work. I'm just, so I don't want to, I'm kind of bouncing around today, let's just say.
Okay. Well, do I get to meet you face to face? Because that's what I love about Zoom, is that even over the thousands of miles that we are apart, that I can get
Right.
to know somebody face to face. So can you share
Yeah.
your picture?
I'll turn on so
There
you
we
can kind of
go.
see.
I mean, I've seen your posts. I've engaged on your posts. I know what you look like, but
Yeah,
you're not a person until you're on Zoom and talking in a conversation, right?
exactly.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad you agree, because I love some of your stuff. You're growing and expanding who you are. I have seen it over the years, because I think that we've been friends for a couple of years now.
Right.
So
I'm trying to grow my business too, but I'm fine. It just the right way to approach people. And then with my, well, because I've been in two different businesses, but this one's been a little bit easier because
okay.
I can actually share. I can share. There's no out of pocket expense for anybody.
Right.
I can just share it with them.
Well, and that's what I went to, and what I've decided to grow in myself is if I'm going to, for one, I'm in an opportunity that is, there's no expense to it except sharing it and educating people about
Yeah.
it. If they're interested, great. If they're not, fine. But into being into digital products, if I'm going to promote a product, I'm now going to do anything digitally, so I don't have to physically do or invest anything.
Right.
Did you do any of the book Feel the Fear?
I haven't even, because I've been busy, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to actually move up closer to my brother.
Okay.
Up where I was a couple weeks ago.
So where's your brother and where are you? You're trying to move where?
Up by San Isabel National Forest.
Which is which state?
Sedalia,
It's
Colorado.
where? In
Down
Colorado.
by Canyon City.
Oh,
You know where
okay.
Canyon City, Colorado is?
Yep. I went through a little corner of Colorado in my trip out west.
Yeah, it's close to, well, it's close to the prison down by Florence.
Okay. Well, so I don't know much about Colorado except Denver.
Right.
I had one of my cousins lived in Denver for a while, but I just took mom in June. We went, I took her on a big trip because she hadn't been on one. So we did a 41-day road trip out through Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota.
Right.
A little bit. We did venture over into Montana, but anyway, the reason I love the book club and why I wanted to grow it was to give people a place that they could listen to Audible books without paying for the membership.
Right.
And I have been doing motivational and self-help and books for all my life. And so
we're gonna go for a ride if you still want to talk to me.
I
gotta
go for a ride.
Okay.
Where you going?
Well, I gotta pull my truck around.
Oh,
So I'm having it worked on.
okay. So what kind of work is being done on your truck?
Oh, my oil light came on today. My trip that I took, I was like, it's probably going to be close, which it is. Yeah, I'm running around.
Where are you now? So you are in what state are you now, Tim?
I'm in Kansas.
You're in Kansas. So you're looking to move from Kansas to Colorado. But looks like
Right.
it's kind of lateral.
I'm from Denver
Oh, you are?
originally. Yeah, I was
Okay.
born and raised in Colorado. But then when my mom met my stepdad, I was I was 12, and they ended up getting married when I was 14.
Okay.
And then we moved I graduated from high school here. I got into some trouble and moved back to Denver, and I got into some more trouble. And so I joined the Navy and got my poop in a group. And but I moved back here because it's quiet. It's just boring back here. But when I go up there, there's so much more to do.
Right.
There's nothing to do in this town.
But it's beautiful in Colorado. Well, the whole United States is beautiful in all the different areas in its own way. And I thoroughly enjoyed going through the West and stuff because I'd never driven through it. So it was exciting. I didn't make Kansas, so I do. maybe my next road trip I'll make Kansas. But have you done any of the books in the book club at all?
Not yet. I know it
Okay.
says I'm trying to figure out if I want to download them onto I think I can download them onto my notebook.
I see. I don't know. See, I made videos of the Audibles so that people could just watch them on Facebook, because Facebook's free. And that way, if they just started listening to one, each chapter is sometimes, anywhere from 12 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on which book you're in. But I just wanted to make it easy so that
if I log on to Facebook, I could probably listen to them anyway while I'm working.
Well, that's the reason I did it on Facebook. My whole thing is I love Audible. I've got an extensive Audible library. And I thought, well, if I make a Facebook group of people who really want to up their personal development, one of the books in there is Napoleon Hill's Selling You, which is fabulous for learning how to sell you, because that's the whole part, Timothy, with whether you're an online business, offline business, whatever you're doing is done both ways. You have to learn how to promote you.
Right.
Because people buy from people they like, know, and trust, right?
139. Sorry.
That's okay. No problems. It's just me and you. Seems like it's just me and you today. Sometimes I got one or two. Sometimes, at this point, I was going to do a training video if nobody came on. Last time I wasn't prepared for that. And so I didn't do anything when nobody showed up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show up. And that's part of being a leader, isn't it? Showing up.
Yeah.
Even when nobody else does, you show up. I show up.
I try to show up when I can.
Oh, you're regular on Facebook.
Hang on. It'll be come back. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
No, I think you're doing a good job. The thing is I beat myself up a lot because I wasn't doing it fast enough. I wasn't getting the results fast enough. But you have to let that go, Timothy. It's going to happen as you can do it and as you can get more with it up here. The biggest thing I've learned is I am not going to be as successful as I want until I can see me being successful.
Right.
And
I've made a little bit of money.
Well, we've all made a little bit of money, but I want to make a whole lot of money. But the thing is I'm not used to having a whole lot of money. Are you used to having a whole lot of money?
No.
Okay.
Other than what I work, I make I probably am the highest paid auto detailer in Midland, Kansas.
Well,
I make good money.
Right. But the thing about it is when you are working, we're trading time for money.
Yeah.
I want to get used to and see myself making money without having to physically put the time in.
That's, I used to do digital products too. And I remember making $500 in a couple of weeks. And then I don't know what happened, why I stopped doing it, but
well, the thing is, you don't, in the way that I teach and the way I have found that is a green system without buying all these new everybody says they have a new AI program that's going to do all this crap for you.
Do all the selling for me if I sign up.
Yeah. But the problem is if they crash, if they burn, and you don't know what to do, then you've lost everything. The thing is,
I did ClickBank products. You know, I was getting checks from ClickBank for $550.
Right. I'm checking out ClickBank. I'm also working on Amazon. I'm really going to start I'm going to do book reviews and stuff like this, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway that we just did. You know, there's not enough people out there talking about, they talk about the books, but they don't talk about it. They're young people. They have no experiences in life except to talk about a book they read. And how do you know what's working, what's not working? If you don't have any life experiences to even put that against.
Yeah.
So I figure as an old person, I think that's going to be another avenue that I'm going to pursue because it's been a passion, not just my health and wellness that I'm in now. But I encourage you to, because that is when I'm riding around and I'm doing errands or when I'm not having to physically talk to people, I have something going in my ears. You can't hear me? No, I can't hear you. No, nope, you. What happened? Can I hear you now?
Nobody's here. Please leave. You not open it?
I hear a little bit.
You not open those? I know, do you? I can't figure it out. No, that's not how. I figured it out.
Okay, I think your internet's a little splotchy because it kind of garbled.
Did it go on now?
Yep, I can hear you fine now.
No.
Yep.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Well, I haven't done anything. I'm not muted. I don't know. Unless your internet's, I don't know. I'm not muted. I didn't do nothing. Maybe the internet's just going to be questionable. You've lost audio. Okay, internet must be, oops.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I heard you then. The
I'm
internet.
not muted either.
Okay.
I'm going to jump off and I'll jump back on and see if that doesn't work.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okie dokie. All righty. Let's see if that's better. Can you hear me now?
I know what's going on.
Okay, I hear some noises.
Yeah.
It might just be when you're inside deeper in the building and stuff. Maybe the internet gets the Wi-Fi.
Well, it hooked up to my truck, and it hooked up to my truck. Is what happened.
Oh, the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I've done that.
And I'm at the other end of the building.
Yeah.
And Tucker was probably listening to us.
Yeah.
He said he turned the volume down.
Ah, well, I have walked away from my car and it be hooked to my car, and I'm wondering, why can't I hear anything? What?
It took me a minute to. I looked over and I was like, "Oh, the lights are on my truck." That's what's up.
It's so funny the technology, how it's just something simple. I tell people it's something simple. I just haven't found what that simple thing is yet.
Right. I just shut it off.
Yep. So anyway, I hope that you will access, because to me, that is part of the magic of what I'm trying to create, is a place for people to be able to listen to some really good books, audible books that can help them up their business.
Well, I can actually listen to them back here because I can hook up to any of these vehicles that I'm working on and hook a battery charger up to it.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't, that's part of the beauty of it, is it's a video. I had to video them, my audio
Right.
books, to upload them in Facebook. But I wanted to have a group where people could learn the value of audible books, or of listening to books, while they're working or while they're doing errands. When I'm driving, I don't listen to the radio. I listen to audiobook books.
Right.
I listen to things that can help me learn how to communicate better, how to think better. We always have to upgrade our programming up here in order for us to raise our profits. In order for us to raise our income, we have to raise our programming.
Right. Exactly.
And the only way to do that is by accessing books that aren't, when I think of books and when I do books, it's not like a company trying to sell me on their product.
Right.
This book is actually trying to help me be a better person, not trying to get me to buy something.
Yeah, I've read a couple of Brian Carruthers books, Building an Empire and Money Mindset. He's got, investing. He's good. And then Fraser Brooks, I think everybody, and I've gotten into his books.
I haven't done
Grant
Fraser
Cardone,
books. I've heard of him and I've seen some of his advertising and stuff. I've been so old school over the years that when I first started selling, it was Brian Tracy.
Right.
And Napoleon Hill is the grandfather of all selling gurus. But I was also into Jim Rome and
Robert Proctor.
Bob Proctor, Wayne Dwyer. I grew up on all of those books and people. And so now I'm getting into, more current people who are putting books out, but they all have a lot of the same things. You just hear a different nugget from somebody else's different point of view.
Right.
Maybe a different story that they share that explains it. And sometimes when you first hear something, it says, oh, that makes sense. But when somebody else says the same thing and gives you a different nugget or a different story, it starts sinking in. It starts saying, wow.
Yeah.
And that's to me the magic of what I want this book club to be. And I bought Richard Quirk's book. Have you seen his videos in my thing? We became friends and I've got his book. And he's been putting, his stuff in my book, because I want to have this thing as where we grow from all different things. Post something. I want it to end up being where we all put in stuff. It's not just me. I'm providing the books because I have probably 50 books in my audio library.
Right.
And a lot of the people in my friends group don't know the value. They've never heard some of these concepts.
Right.
So it's just, and in the coffee chats, it's just a way to, talk about either the book, or is there something that you want to chat that maybe you want a different perspective on? Is there something going on in your business that you'd like us to try to help you get a different opinion on, or give you a different idea on?
Right.
I'm here about trying to help us all on this journey of leadership, because leading ourselves is what is the magic that we will translate it into leading others.
Right. Right.
So I appreciate you jumping on.
Sure. Absolutely. I thought there was going to be a couple other people on here.
Well, I hope to grow this. It's a new thing. And like you said, the mornings are hard, but the evenings are hard too, because people have dinner, and with the different time zones, trying to find a perfect time. I gave people options, and this was the one that had the most people that seemed that they liked this time. So I'm like, okay.
I will always try to jump on if I can get on.
Okay.
I'm going to start listening to these books that you put online too. So I mean, that's detailing cars. I listen to music, the radio. Right now it's snowing, so I'm trying to, and I know there's an accident out on the highway. So it's just like I'm listening to the weather now, but there's days when I could actually be listening to these books instead of music.
Well,
And
it's
it's
just a
opening
commitment
my
to
mind up a little bit more.
one chapter a day, one chapter every other day. It's just a commitment of trying to give yourself a little bit of inspiration, motivation, or self-education.
That knowledge, I love knowledge.
See, that's me. I'm an education junkie.
Right.
I
Yeah.
love learning, and I want to build a community where we're here growing together.
Right.
That if there's something that either in your team, if you're having an issue with your team or motivating your team, with maybe, as this grows, we can talk about the things that can help us do better with our teams, or do better with just tackling personal problems, business
Right.
problems, because it's all interrelated. Sometimes when we're trying to figure out how to deal with a personal problem, it changes our energy in our business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just want this to be a safe place to talk and grow as people. I be the first one to say, I don't know it all. I don't claim to know it all. I'm
I
just
don't
trying
either.
to grow, and I want us all to have a place that, of course, everything I'm going to offer things, and as I have, like I do the goal writing course with Mona. She's fabulous in explaining how to write goals that with success codes. I'm going to feature things that, hopefully will help us all grow as I can connect with people, or I have, opportunities. But each of the books that I go over, or that I put in the book club, are also available. I now have a link for them on Amazon that you can have your own copy.
All right.
So that's, I want to give it both ways, because I'm not about everybody just we're pitched every day, all day long, 24/7. It seems like in our sleep, if you listen to anything during your sleep, if it's not pre-recorded where it's on a loop, you're going to have some kind of advertisement.
Oh yeah.
You are being pitched all the time, and we get so tired of it. We get so burnt out on everybody wanting a piece of us.
Yeah. And that's me. And I don't try to pitch
I
my
don't
business,
pitch.
or, I mean, the products, I love the products because I use
Me
them
too.
myself.
Yep.
I know they're helping me.
That's it. And that's all you can bank on is, if you would be in your company without building anything, would you stay? That determines the quality. If you're only in it for the money, then you might as well not be doing it.
No, I'm pretty much pain free now. I don't,
What?
just pain free.
Right.
I was in a lot of pain until I started using the products, and it's like, it's all gone away. And I haven't been sick for a couple of years now.
And that's what's important. And see, that's the message that I am trying to get out to people, is that your best products are not over the counter. Your best products are not by the drug companies. Your best products are by the people who are networking.
And I look at, I'm probably spending I know I'm spending more money for these products, but then I look at my cupboard, what it was full of. And after I sat down with my doctor and just kind of told him, he's like, really, these are the only ones you need to take. You don't need all that vitamin C. You really should only take it if you get sick, or if you are sick, you shouldn't take it every day. I didn't realize you can actually over vitamin your body.
You can, to a degree, but my theory on vitamins, and I'm a supplement girl. I've been doing supplements since my mid-20s, when my daughter was born with spina bifida. and that they told me that her birth defect could have been caused by a deficiency in folic acid.
Huh.
Now, when I was told that a deficiency could have caused my daughters, I said, deficiency is what causes disease. What our body is designed to do is it will pee out or excrete any kind of vitamins we don't need. But I'd
Yeah.
rather have it excreting extra vitamins than it needing stuff and getting diseased because it doesn't have what it needs.
Right.
And
Right.
as long as you stay within guidelines of most of your companies, you are not going to overdose yourself. You can't overdose on vitamin C. You should take it because your body needs it. And when you stress, different foods, different things, use it up or strip it from your body. So you need to keep putting some in just to keep your body and your levels up. But the thing is that when you overdose on vitamin C, you know what that symptom is? Diarrhea.
Oh, yeah,
That's
he
the
did
only
say
symptom
something.
of vitamin C. If you take too much vitamin C, then the only thing you will have is diarrhea.
Hmm.
So, the thing is there's only a couple vitamins that are really physically tragic if you overdose on them. And to do that, you'd almost have to take your whole pill bottle to do that. And how many do that? And I mean, the same thing with your drugs. If you take a whole thing of cough syrup, you're going to be sick.
Oh, you're gonna get sick. Yeah.
You might be in the hospital on an overdose of cough syrup. You can overdo anything. You really can. But I'm 64 years old. I'll be 65 my next birthday, and I have no health issues. And I have been doing vitamin supplements since my mid-20s.
Yeah, that's all. Been doing these for 2 years with CTFO. I've been doing it for 2 years. This multivitamin and their other one, they were all designed by doctors.
Right. Well,
And
I don't trust things totally
fillers.
designed by doctors, but as long as the quality and the way they manufacture them is good, if it works for your body, that's all that counts. The thing is as long as you're pain-free, then it's working. When you have the testimonials, I have, my own testimonials with what I'm taking and doing. It's what you can afford and what's working, and knowing that you are giving out information that is helpful to people.
Yeah, I just, you can listen to the doctors, the testimonials, and you can read all the literature, everything is in writing. You see everything, and it's all, what are they, non-GMO, whatever.
Right.
It's all meant, it's.
But that's where most of your brand companies, not your brand, but your networking health and wellness are all, backed with having hopefully done their homework and are providing to me a higher quality. You just have to look at who's running the company and the results of other members. So,
Right.
the thing is I'm here about trying to help us all grow as
Everybody
individuals so that we can build and spread the word and have it win-win throughout what we're doing. In that we are healthy, when that we can build and spread the word and build teams and help lead them into being healthy and wealthy and happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just takes time. And so I appreciate you being on here. If
Sure,
there's, is there anything specific you may have wanted to discuss?
Oh, no, not really. I do. I'm usually on a couple Zooms every week with, twice a week, at least with my company. I'm on, those are in the evenings. I'm on Mountain Time. I wasn't sure what time zone
I'm
you're
on
on.
Eastern. I mean, I had challenges when I was out in the mountains, when I was out in Utah and Idaho for almost 3 weeks. It was hard adjusting to being in Mountain Time versus Eastern. And now and most of the time, and because I'm such an early riser I still have a job. I'm ending my job as I work for the school system. In June, I'm leaving. I'm turning 65. I don't need the health insurance anymore. So I'm leaving the school system because I can go on Medicaid.
Right.
I don't need it for my health, but I will trip on air. I will trip going up the stairs. I will fall over on my face.
Right.
And an imagine, klutzy runs in the family. So I needed to make sure I had health insurance just
Yeah.
because stuff happens. And
Right.
I hate the thought of going to the emergency room and they saying you have no insurance, so you can't be seen. Even though they're not supposed to ever do that, you just don't know who's doing what. But as long as I have something, I'm not worried about dying of disease at this point in my life. I'm very,
Right.
very healthy and I'm not worried. But I appreciate you being on.
Absolutely.
Come with either a discussion of one of the books that are in the guides. I also do the millionaire. Now I know they're all women, but 85 to 90% of networker marketers are women.
Right.
So I bought the Millionaire Within Her, but these are all women millionaires. But what they have to say and what they offer as far as advice in growing their businesses and advice for business people like you and me
Mm-hmm.
is priceless as well. You will find excellent information in my guides on my Millionaire Within Her series. I still have 28 millionaires to feature.
Okay.
So that's in there too.
Okay.
So it's just when you need some kind of, when you're wanting to up, I try to do my self-development at least an hour a day.
Right.
Whether my millionaire, I'm doing, that interview that I'm either recording or I'm opening it up for that, or I'm recording my books. I'm doing something to give you all a way to have free good,
Okay.
free information, because some
Right.
people, budgets are really tight. You're already, it's a matter of some people are still struggling just to buy groceries. And I don't want self-development to be
It can be
squashed because
expensive.
they don't have the money.
Yeah, because I do the GoPro every year, and this year I could have went out there, but I mean, golly gee, I can't come up with $1,000 to just fly off and then, like these guys can.
Right. So I'm
Have
here.
it.
I appreciate you, and come with questions or come with something to, even just if we discuss a chapter in a book, if that's what you want to do, maybe you just finished one of the chapters and feel the fear. Let me know that that's what we're going to discuss. I'll re-listen to it and we can discuss what was in it.
Okay.
All
right.
It's all about growing, whatever way we can both help each other grow. That's where this is going. Okay.
All righty.
All right. You take care.
You too. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.